Nelson Stewart, Newman High School. Obviously, it's been a heck of a run for you for several years now, and the anticipation for this year is probably higher than ever.
Yeah, no, I think it is, and you know we have had a great run the past few years, and we're fortunate. A lot of the kids coming up are four-year starters. A lot of playing experience, but I'd like to think big game experience. We've had a lot of exposure, played in big games. Big wins at quarterfinals, and got to semis too the last 3 years. But it's a special group. We work hard, and I know everybody likes to talk about. Obviously, Arch is phenomenal. Will Randall, our passing offense, but we're excited about our defense and our offensive line. We always say that's where it's won. So, we're motivated. A heck of a preseason schedule, as you know. We really have ramped it up, but we're going to see what we can do. So we've had a great camp. We had a great staff. Really good attention to detail, and we'll know next week, or this Friday, Holy Cross on Friday, and I think that'll give us a pretty good indicator of where we are right now.
Yeah, you have the individuals, but it's really a team. You have a lot of experience. The schedule is a very challenging schedule, in the market, out of the market, and you wanted that, and you felt like you wanted to challenge your team, and you felt like you had the team that can play this schedule.
Yeah, I think so. And, so many times as we've called state championships, the one common denominator is to get there, you have to play people. And not as easy to schedule, some of the teams in the past. We've had some success, but, yeah, we're excited. I mean, it's a good array of Louisiana football, playing in the River Parish, going to play Manny, some traditional rivals in Riverside, Newman's Benton from Shreveport, and, Belle Chase, Pearl River. We want a good Louisiana schedule, national televised games and some of those things we're really not interested in. We want to make sure these kids really have a really good high school experience, and, it's very challenging, but, I'd like to think we're ready for it. Certainly there are no opponents you can look over, and, but hey, come and get in the playoffs, closing with St. Charles. I would like to think we'll have seen a pretty good array of what you're going to see, whoever that may be. We don't even know what the playoffs look like. So, we're excited, we're motivated, but yeah, it's very daunting. But, I feel like we're ready for that. We're ready to compete, and you can't be afraid of the challenge. I think that a glistening regular season record without a lot of toughness and meat to it, it's not going to get you very far in the playoffs. So hopefully it'll pay off and bring a lot of big dividends to us once we get in there.
Last but not least, you've been part of Newman football since you were a kid, and you've seen the teams, and you've seen the great coaches, you've seen the quarterfinals, the semifinals. Expectations are high. Could this be that year?
I'd like to think so. I think so many years we feel that. I think we've been so close so many times that we talked about. But, I think so. I think so because, we're at the point where we're building up front. You got to play team defense. You have to up offensive line. You got to run the ball. I think that's what's neat is everybody likes to talk about Arch's ability to throw. He's a great runner, and we've got a good stable of running backs. Like I said, our staff. And if we can, win in all three phases and, get out there, I think we'll have an opportunity. It's not going to be easy. This St. Charles, well, what a phenomenal job last year. I think they proved that, even when you're a little bit of an underdog, if you win in all three, give yourself a chance. So I'm an eternal optimist. I'd like to feel that way every year. But, no, it's a special group, and I think it's one of the easiest groups I've ever had. Our culture, how they treat each other, and we haven't had a locker room for 3 years. We finally have a good locker room culture. So, no, I think so, but it's where your feet are one day at a time, and we're real process oriented. But I talked to my good friend Mark Bonise about that. We're kind of in that similar boat, and I think we share the same ideology that if you do enough of the things right and focus on the little details, hopefully it'll be enough to get us to the Superdome in the end. I can tell you, I put my heart and soul into it, and so have so many others. So I sure hope so.
It's a parlay with you and him. Then you both get there this year.
I'd like to think so. It's usually a part of our 9:00 p.m. conversation on the way home, but we're both working toward it.
Nelson, best of luck to the Greenies.
Thank you, my friend, and thanks for all you do for prep sports.